Alright, so in a lot of my previous videos, I have talked about Lesion. It's one of my favorite melee weapons in the game. And with the Zaws and everything, especially with the Plagued Zaws that have released, well, Lesion is no longer really the best weapon to use as a melee weapon. Some of its problems were that it had, well, the range of a dagger, and only a 5% crit chance, which, as someone who used Naramon back then, was pretty annoying. But Maiming Strike was able to counteract that. With this weapon, which I have named Lesion Prime, for good reason, it gets rid of the critical chance problems and the range problems, and it also does innate viral damage because it has plagued parts. So the parts for it are the plagued Krippus, plagued Bakwin, and the Iguana 2 Ruhang, which are, in my opinion, some of the best ones. Now, you could probably replace the head with the plagued Kiwar, but that's up to you, whether or not you like a slower attacking, higher damage weapon, or a faster attacking, lower damage weapon, like the one that I have. So I run a Bleeding Willow stance, I run Blood Rush for them crits, because it's got a pretty decent crit chance. I run Conditioned Overload, because it has 5 status types, and an 83.2% status chance. I run Prime Pressure Point for that innate melee damage increase. Primed Reach to take advantage of that near Orthos Prime range. Not exactly it. Drifting Contact, well, for some more status chance, and the 10-second combo duration. The combo duration doesn't really matter, because I am on Naramon currently. I've forgotten to change that, but that's whatever. And then Virulent Scourge and Voltaic Strike for corrosive not corrosive projection. And obviously some more status chance. And then Berserker to speed up the attack speed, which will work in combo with Blood Rush. So at first, it'll start off kind of slow with its 0.85 attack speed, but then it'll speed up and become extremely lethal. Oops. Especially in combination with, well, Condition Overload. So I am on Volt, but I'm not going to use his abilities. I just had him on. I just had Volt on, so we'll be running because of how strong this weapon is. Oh, oops. Gotta screw up somehow, right? Because of how strong this weapon is. Level 95 is the highest that I can do, but it would take care of level 150s no problem. Faster than other weapons, like Lesion, of course, and then the Atarax. I'm turning on Invincibility, because I'm just on a different frame that doesn't really need that. Alright. So, here we go. Like I said, it starts off slow, but then it starts to ramp up. You get the Blood Rush, and you get the status proc. The range, you can clearly see, is pretty good. It's about 7 meters currently. My Prime Reach is maxed out. Neither is my Prime Pressure Point, which is 2 things I do need to work on, but I don't have the endo to do it. So obviously this weapon can get a little bit better than it already is. As you can see, the corrosive and viral procs make quick work alongside Condition Overload. And I'll compare it here to the Lesion in just a second. I don't think anything else is alive. Alright. Let's grab Lesion. I might need to throw on a build for it real quick. I don't think I have that. Condition Overload there. Blood Rush there, Primed Reach, Prime Pressure Point. I might not be able to do this comparison. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately. Drifting contact, it matters only a little bit. Wait, maybe I can make room if I throw on normal pressure point? I don't know. No, I can't. Well, rip. So we'll throw on prime pressure. Can it just... There we go. It has lower status chance, but it's not gonna really matter. Point is, it is better. I need an extra form on this. But my Lesion Prime build is better than Lesion. Here in a second after this, I will activate like Volt Speed ability so you can see how strong it is. But as you can see, I'm not really hitting many enemies. Because this weapon doesn't have much range. Still does some very great damage though. If you don't have the parts for the other plague polearm, then just grab it. So in case you forget the parts, I will leave parts in the description so that you can just take a look at those whenever you need to. Alright, yeah, they're all dead. So that's enough of that. Lesion Prime. Load. Okay. Wrong build. I don't know why it changed all of it. Where did that come from? Don't tell me I'm on the right build and it just didn't load my sprint speed. I am on the right build. God. With a damage dealer frame or Volt to speed up, it skips the ramping up process. That's the only thing I'd say Lesion has over this weapon, is its attack speed. But when you use something like Volt, you can just speed that up way faster. I have a Mirage that I used to use with Lesion all the time to increase the damage. So we'll pull that out as well. And much like Volt, you're going to see a lot of DPF. 284% power strength. Helps through them like butter. And then, I guess I'll show off damage chroma with it real quick, even though it's not really going to matter. So I'm just going to one-shot them. Actually, hold on. I'll make it somewhat fair for the enemies. Okay, and I'm dead now. Yay! I forgot that they can knock me back. Whatever. Respawn them. Whatever. Point is, if they hadn't have knocked me over like that, I would have been fine. I'm invulnerable. Second time's charm. And there we go. It's just one-shot city. They unfortunately do that stupid attack so much, though. That one. Alright, well, that was Lesion Prime. Not really. Build free one more time. And I'll see you in the next video.